Live, local, now. WSFA 12 News starts with breaking news.
That breaking news, state and local officials are about to make a major economic development for the river region.
That announcement is happening at Montgomery Whitewater. All the officials have told us this morning so far is that this will, quote, reshape our area's future. We know the governor's there, the mayor, the Department of Commerce, and the Chamber of Commerce. It's Karen Hughes you see right there at the podium right now, speaking on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce. Several city and county officials there as well for that big announcement. We're going to go ahead now and listen in.
Making this possible. I mean, what a beautiful venue for today's announcement, right? It is an honor to have the opportunity to introduce a very special lady and lifelong public servant here today who really needs no introduction. In addition to her many, and I do emphasize many, accomplishments as governor of the state of Alabama, Governor Ivey consistently ranks among the nation's most popular governors. This comes as no surprise to those of us who are gathered here today who have witnessed firsthand her working and fighting tirelessly on our behalf. Thank you, Governor Ivey, for all that you do. Thank you for being with us here today. And again, it is an honor to welcome you to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to be here today to welcome back a friend to our great state. Folks, I'm proud to announce that Meta will open a data center right here in Montgomery that will build on their previous investment in our great state. I've got to say, it's not just the bricks and mortar here that we should be excited about, but bytes and data that will keep some of the world's most popular platforms running smoothly, right from our own backyard. Meta's decision to invest in Alabama once again is a clear signal that our state isn't just on the map, but it is helping redraw the tech industry. We're known as the best place to live, work, and raise a family for a reason. And Alabama has proven time and time again to be the premier destination for companies seeking not only success, but also a place to call home. The significant investment of $800 million will not only bolster our tech sector, but also create 100 high-paying jobs. This is a testament to the strength of Alabama's economy and the confidence that world-renowned companies like Meta have in our state. The data center, featuring Meta's latest design and technology, will be the 20th of its kind in the United States, further solidifying Alabama's position as a leader in innovation and technological advancement. We are not just hosting a data center. Folks, we are fueling the future. I'm proud this builds upon Meta's previous investment in 2018, and it's clear that our partnership continues to flourish. As we celebrate this exciting milestone, I can't help but acknowledge the humor in this situation. Meta once again has sent a friend request to Alabama, and folks, we are happy to accept. Today is an exciting day for our state, and I am grateful to be a part. Welcome back, Meta, and may God continue to bless each of you and the great state of Alabama.
Okay, thank you so much, Governor Ivey, and welcome, Meta, to the Montgomery family. Yay. I know that Meta has a number of their team members here with us today, so we are glad to have you with us. And at this time, please join me in welcoming someone who all of you will be eager to get to know, Brad Davis, Director of Community and Economic Development for Meta. Brad?
Good morning. Thank you, Chairman Hughes, for that introduction. And thank you to Governor Ivey for joining us. Your support for Meta's data center is so helpful and amazing. It's an honor to have you here. You now hold the honor of being the only governor to officially announce 2 Meta data centers. Thank you to the Alabama Department of Commerce and the Montgomery Chamber, specifically Secretary McNair, Shelby Stringfellow, and Robert Smith for supporting the Meta team in this effort. I also want to thank the Business Council of Alabama and the people working to bring economic development to this area. I want to recognize our congressional delegation, who could not join us today, but thank you to their representatives for being here. Thank you to our state legislators and the Montgomery County Commissioners. Your support means so much to us. And finally, Mayor Reed and the City of Montgomery, thank you for welcoming us to this amazing community. We are so excited to be in Montgomery and to be part of the city's growing tech and innovation ecosystem. This is such an incredible city, from its historic past to its visionary future. Montgomery is the perfect home for Meta. It offers so much. Great access to infrastructure and renewable energy, a strong pool of talent, and most importantly, a great set of community partners who have helped us move this project forward quickly. You all have been amazing for the beginning, and we thank you. Meta's Montgomery data center will be optimized for our AI workloads as part of the highly advanced infrastructure that helps bring our technologies to life. These buildings and the hardware inside of them will help people connect with friends and family, find communities, and grow businesses. But it's important to us that this impact with our data centers is not only felt online. We want to make sure that we are creating a positive impact at the local level in communities like Montgomery, because our mission is to give people the power to build community and bring the world closer together. And for Meta, that starts right here. As new members of the Montgomery community, we are fully committed to playing a positive role here and investing in the region's long-term vitality. Once completed, this facility will represent an investment of more than $800 million and will support approximately 100 jobs. We also anticipate this 715,000 square foot data center will translate into hundreds of construction and skilled trades jobs. We make a concerted effort to source labor and materials locally and provide substantial contributions directly to the community. Our commitment here extends to the residents, small businesses, nonprofits, and schools as well. And in each of our data center communities, we partner with schools and local organizations on programs and resources that help build skills and increase the use of technology. Once this data center is online, we will launch our Meta Data Center Community Action Grants, a program created to address local needs by putting the power of technology to use for community benefit, connecting people both online and off, and improving STEM education. We are also proud to say that once it's operational, this data center will be supported with 100% renewable energy. And this will be the first Meta data center to feature mass timber, which will be used in the construction of the administration building as part of our 2030 net zero carbon reduction. Alabama has been a terrific home for Meta since 2018. Now we're excited to become part of the Montgomery community, and we look forward to having a strong, mutually beneficial partnership here for years to come. And now it's my great pleasure to welcome Mayor Reed.
Brad, we're glad that you started in the minor leagues in 2018 up in North Alabama. Welcome to the major leagues in 2024. I want to say to everyone that's gathered here, it is a great day for the state of Alabama. Governor Ivey, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your partnership in this project and the projects that we have been doing these last few years. We would not be standing here without your partnership and that of your staff in working with the city and the county, and for that we are certainly grateful. Thank you again. I'd like to ask all of our city council members to please stand. I want to thank President C.C. Calhoun and all of our council members for their hard work and working with our administration to really bring about a more open opportunity for us economically and really pushing forward on our agenda to really grow and expand the economy, not only in the city of Montgomery, but throughout the river region and central Alabama. And we know that when the state's capital city prospers and thrives, so does the rest of this region. And so for all of you to be here, whether you're from the private sector or the public sector, you've played a tremendous role. But I especially want to recognize Ellen Minair, now our Secretary of Commerce for the state of Alabama. Ellen? Like many of the major industry investments in Montgomery over these last few years, this project began at your desk with you leading our business community's efforts to reel in new industry. Even though your responsibilities now extend beyond the river region, your leadership, your partnership, and most importantly, your friendship remains instrumental. We have had a lot of conversations about how to be a player in the knowledge-based economy, how to diversify what we're doing as a city, how to take advantage of all of the assets that we have as a community, how to utilize the talent, the infrastructure that we have at the Air Force Base, how to utilize what we have with our colleges and universities, our talented K-12 students, our community members. So many of our community organizations all have been a part. Don't worry about that falling. The rest of it won't. All have been a part of really allowing us to position Montgomery and the river region in a different way, both nationally and internationally. And I think having Meta be here is just one example of that. And so, Brad, we certainly welcome you and the rest of the Meta team to Montgomery. We could not be more excited to have you join our community. As I was saying, I think this marks a shift in Montgomery, because it puts us now in the center of the conversation for knowledge-based economy jobs. It puts us now in the position to talk about what Montgomery has to offer in a way that we have not been able to. And you and your team saw that establishing Meta's 24th global and 20th U.S. data center here shows the confidence you have not only in our team locally, but the confidence you have in our region and our state. And I don't want there to be too many serious faces here, because everybody should have a smile on their face today. Because the 715,000 square foot AI optimized data center will be a modern marvel of technology and sustainability once construction is complete. Fully supported by renewable energy and designed to reach net zero emissions once completed, this facility will not only earn LEED Gold certification, but also set a new standard for industrial buildings in our region. This achievement is a result of our economic development team's dedication and ability to compete, and I would say outcompete, other regions in Meta's extensive development pipeline. We know how competitive it is. We know how selective you are. We know how hard our team had to work in order to get this done. It highlights Montgomery's competitiveness and attractiveness as a prime location for high-tech industries. And typically, when Meta leads, others follow. And that's the importance of having you all here, and that's been the importance of this project from the very first conversation that Ellen and I had about the possibility of making this a reality. You've often heard me say that Montgomery has been a leader in economic development over these last several years in job creation. With almost $3 billion in capital investments in just the last few years alone, today's investment of more than $800 million sets us on a path to continue and expand that leadership. And rest assured, we have many more irons in the fire. The construction and operation of this facility are expected to create a wide range of job opportunities, but also community-based opportunities, partnerships with our public schools, partnerships with some of our nonprofits, some of the people who are already doing the work, reskilling initiatives and programs, making sure that those who want to be a part of the 21st century economy truly have an opportunity. And so while we'll focus today on the 100 permanent positions this center will employ and the more than 1,000 construction workers that will be needed at peak construction, the ripple effects attract interest from other high-tech firms and businesses. That is significant, ladies and gentlemen. And so these developments mark a promising step toward diversifying our region into a knowledge-based economy. And so when we see some of our best and brightest high school students, college students, go to other cities, we want them to now know that they can come right here. They can bring their talents to Montgomery. They don't have to take them to another city to be recognized and to be rewarded for the talent that they have and the hard work that they are putting in. This transition began with the development of the Montgomery Internet Exchange under my predecessor, Todd Strange, and our predecessor, Elton Dean. When we think about where that started and where we have gone and how we have adapted to that, it has made our city a more attractive location for companies like Meta. A key component in some of the things that we do that people don't always understand. And so it's our job, it's really our duty, once we're handed the baton, to try to run a little faster and to try to run a little farther with some of these initiatives. And then to create and build our own. And so as we look to the future, let us seize these opportunities to enhance our economic landscape and enrich our community's capacity for innovation and sustainable growth. Again, Montgomery gets the project, the city and the county, but the region will benefit. Central Alabama will be rewarded. The state will also see the positive dividends. So what we're doing here has an impact far beyond just our city and county limits. And so today we are setting new standards for what Montgomery, the River Region, Central Alabama, and our entire state can achieve in this new economy. And we're here to say that we are a player, and we are a major league player, Brad, and we're going to continue to play at a high level. At this time, Ellen McNair, our Secretary of Commerce, I'd like to invite you to the stage and want to say thank you for all of your hard work and thank you for your leadership in this and so many other projects.
much. Thank you, Mayor Reed. That was very gracious. And it is such an honor to have the opportunity to participate in this celebration today. Over 3 years, I've had the pleasure to work on Project Slate, our codename Project Slate, that all of our elected officials had heard over 3 years, from both the local level and now, thanks to Governor Ivey, from the state level. This world-class company has a world-class team. We have had such a close working relationship with their economic development site selection group. We had weekly Zoom calls, numerous in-person meetings, hundreds of phone calls and emails, but for the first 2.5 years, we only knew them by their first name. We knew Brooke, Mallory, Jeff, Tanya. We celebrated Tanya's new baby. We celebrated, where's Brooke? Her graduation of her twins. But we didn't even know their last name, never mind the company that they represented. But what we did know is that they were incredibly knowledgeable, highly professional, and great people who we really, truly enjoyed working with. Thank you, Meta team, for selecting Montgomery. Thank you. A huge thanks goes out to Lauren Lambias and the Alabama Power team. They pushed this site for months, if not years. We thought this project was dead several times, but they kept reviving it and bringing it out. Blair King, Lee Davis, Leslie Sanders, and over 50 Alabama Power team members touched this Meta project. That is 50 people doing their job very, very well. Thank you. And thank you to the PSC for the very important role you played. We are very grateful for your support on this project. And then the chamber. The blood, sweat, and tears are in this project. Maybe not blood, but definitely sweat and tears. Definitely sweat and tears. Shelby Stringfellow, Carrie Cox, Charlie Bass, Rachel Mador, Kenny, Lori, and the chamber team, we are so grateful for all the hard work. A project of this magnitude has a lot of complexities and sophisticated technical challenges. That veteran chamber team was up to the test. Just combining the over 1,500 acres of land parcels was a huge lift to do. Their technical skills and tenacity were critical components in the success of this project for Montgomery. Thank you, City of Montgomery. Mayor Reed, you energetically supported this project. Every time I reached out, that we reached out, you made yourself available and absolutely positively supported this project with incredible energy and support. City Council, Kippy Tate, Tanya Ingram, Patsy Dunson, and their teams. Thank you for navigating this project through the numerous technical and necessary projects. That was a huge lift, and we thank you very, very much, City. And then I want to especially recognize our county partners. Your great leadership, your partnership in all things economic development, including this amazing facility that was a vision of our former chairman, Elton Dean. We thank you for this recruiting tool and your strong commitment to economic development in the state. So thank you very much, County. Then Governor Ivey and the Commerce team. It is such an honor to now work with this amazing team. To Bob Smith, where's Bob? The state project manager, your knowledge of this company, and your persistence and guidance to lead this Alabama Economic Development team is so greatly appreciated. We are so grateful to former Secretary Greg Canfield, Angela Till, the governor's office staff, Bill Poole, and the director of finance team, who strongly, strongly supported this from the state. And Erica McKay, I don't mean to embarrass you, she saw all things legal, worked all the legal agreements, and she is here today, 9 months pregnant and overdue. Her due date was yesterday. So we thank you for your dedication to be here, Erica. To all the many organizations, agencies, and individuals who did their job and did it well, thank you for your partnership and the teamwork that made today possible. Welcome, Meta, to Montgomery. Thank you. Yeah. And at this point, it's my honor to recognize Montgomery County Chairman Doug Singleton to bring greetings from the county. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen. Now, I don't have to have an iPad like Stephen does. I got an iPad, but I ain't quite figured out how to turn it on. But Brad, I'll tell you, I am a Facebook phenom around Montgomery, Alabama, so I'm probably the biggest supporter that you have. What a glorious day. What a glorious background. Did y'all notice the families walking with their babies in the carriage? Many of them came from Maxwell Air Force Base, but that's what Whitewater is all about. It's for the people in Montgomery, quality of life, our military partners, and now our newest partner. It would not have been possible without my county commission team, Chairman Dean leading the charge, but Vice Chairman Sankey is here. If you'd stand up, Isaiah. Carmen Moore Ziegler's here, Rhonda Walker's here, and Dan Harris. I want to personally thank them for helping us make this happen. At the end of 2022, Ellen McNair called and said, hey, I want you to meet some people out at the Whitewater construction site. I said, good, who are they? She said, I can't tell you. I said, well, where are they from? I can't tell you. I said, who they work with, what they're affiliated? I can't tell you. I thought she set me up for a hit out here. But I met this busload of young people, most of them younger than my kids, all young, professional, smart folks. And they looked at the construction site. And I told them that day, I said, if I have one wish, is that I will get to see you again one day. And I was so pleased today. I think 3 are here today with us today. So I'm just so thrilled to have it. What a glorious day we have today. To our newest partner, everybody's been thanked so far, so I'm not going to thank everybody again. That's the bad part about going last. But to our newest partner, you're our friends now. You're a part of our Montgomery County family. We're going to laugh with you. We're going to cry with you. As you can tell, we're going to joke with you. You have some thick skin sometimes. We have a good time here in Montgomery, Alabama. But at the end of the day, we got your back. And this concludes our program for today. The people that spoke, please come immediately to the stage so we can get pictures made. And then if everybody else would hang around and greet and talk, but let's get the pictures done quickly, then we'll be ready for the press. Thank y'all for being here.
You've been listening to a major economic announcement for not just the city of Montgomery, the entire river region, maybe even the entire state. Meta, this is the company that operates Facebook, Instagram, Threads, WhatsApp. It is building a facility here in Montgomery to the tune of $840 million.
Meta is coming to Montgomery. This is the second facility of this kind in our state, the first one in Huntsville. My favorite quote of the day, I've been taking notes, Governor Ivey said that Facebook sent us a friend request And we accepted.
Happy
Montgomery
to
accepted.
Absolutely. This is the second one in the state. It's already built a facility in Huntsville that will does similar operations as what it will do here in Montgomery. What we know is that this operation, once it goes online, will provide 100 knowledge-based, meaning high-paying jobs. That's just at the start. What we know from its history in Huntsville, it made the announcement in 2018. It came online about 3 years later. Now it's up to 300 jobs, high-paying, knowledge-based jobs. So we can only anticipate something like that will happen here in Montgomery, not to mention the construction of this 715,000 square foot building and the jobs that that construction project will take.
Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed said that he anticipates a ripple effect, not just jobs directly related to the Meta Center that will open in Montgomery, but he believes other firms, other high-tech firms, high-tech companies will see that Meta believes in Montgomery and they'll come as well. And he also said that this is a good sign for our youth, our high school students, our college students who are taking courses in STEM, who are interested in technology. They don't have to go off. They don't have to move and go off to California and these other states to get these high-paying tech jobs. They can apply and work right here at home.
That's exactly what the Meta representative explained, not just to build a facility and to be a place where it will handle the AI workloads to connect people all over the world. They're also planning to make major investments in this community. They've already done so, but it has an extensive grant program that will come online as soon as that facility launches. Already, it has given back more than $4.2 million to the city of Huntsville, and it anticipates giving back to this community, to educational services, to nonprofits in the same manner.
A Meta representative spoke as well. Brad spoke during this announcement, and he said there were two major things that attracted him or them to Montgomery. He said one was the infrastructure, but two was the community partners and that partnership that they witnessed, that partnership between the county, the Chamber of Commerce, the governor's office. Ellen McNair with the Department of Commerce spoke about it, and she said they've been working on this for 3 years, and in the early stages they had no clue that it was Meta that they were working with. They had a code name that they used for this project, and she had no clue until later on down the line that this was Meta. This was Facebook, Instagram, Threads, this big major company that they were working with to bring them right here to Montgomery.
Which says so much about the leadership in this area, to have the wherewithal to know we may not know exactly which company this is, but we do know this is a big deal and it's something worth bringing. Our WSFA 12 News reporter Julia Avant is there. She was there at the Montgomery Whitewater facility as that announcement was made. Of course, we'll hear much more from her throughout the day.
Yeah, we enjoyed, though, hearing from the governor, from Brad with Meta, from Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed, Doug Singleton, the whole crew. If you weren't able to watch it just now live, we're going to have all of this on our website, WSFA.com, and on the 12 News app.